So number 5, like all political parties in Sabah, we fight to restore provisions of the Malaysia Agreement 1963, which is not complied and implemented. We are like any other political parties. We support them, but this is also our fight. But we are a little bit different. The government now has set up a review committee to review only one thing, the 40% income, Sabah's rise to the 40% income of the state. But within 100 days, our government will set up an intergovernmental review committee for Malaysia Agreement 1963 to determine the compliance of Malaysia Agreement 1963. And this committee, we will engage the best mind in the country to advise the state government. We will engage the Queen Counsel from England, expert in constitutional law, to advise the state government in this matter. We will pursue this matter. We also will send our team from Sabah. We just don't want to wait for Sarawak. They get their outcome and then we support. No. Not only we are sending our team to England, UK, we are taking the Queen Counsel from there to come to Sabah. Advise us. We will engage the best lawyers, private lawyers, also in Sabah. We will engage the top professors, history professors, to advise us what actually happened. There are 3 things that we want to know under review committee. Number 1, we want to know what was promised in writing and not in writing that compelled our independent forefathers to join Malaysia. I want them to find out apa yang dijanjikan bertulis, apa yang dijanjikan tidak bertulis. Yang kedua, the review committee will find out what are the constitutional changes that took place, both at the federal level and state level. We want to know apa yang diubah di peringkat federal dan juga state. Apa yang dia ubah? Yang ketiga, 3, we want to know what we can do now. What can we do now? Is there anything that we can do now? Can we really claim? Can we really reverse? We want to know the recommendation of this committee. Okay? It's a government committee, and I'm inviting my counterpart from Sarawak and from Semenanjung to be part of this intergovernmental committee to ensure transparency, transparent way of doing things. Okay? Now, the difference between them and us, they hold seminars, talk, things like that for 30 years already. We want action that can produce result. So we will bring the recommendation to Dewan Undangan Negeri, to the State Assembly. We will report to the State Assembly. And we want the State Assembly to vote whether to support or not support. If they support, that means the state government is duty bound to write to demand the federal government to comply. If there is a conflict, disagreement between state and federal, there is a constitutional provision which says any conflict between state and federal must be resolved through the federal court. This is a federal provision. So, we don't want to politicize. We are opposed to Sabah Sarawak Keluar Malaysia. We disagree with their move. We put our trust in the government system, the Mahkamah. So we are going to bring this case to the federal court. If we have to summon the federal government, we summon the federal government. But we will bring our demand, our conflict to the federal court. And we want the federal court to decide. And we will engage again our Queen Counsel, our top lawyers, our top historians, to be part of our team to help the state to fight for what is rightly ours based on the Malaysia Agreement. Remember, the Malaysia Agreement says, anything that was promised, even unwritten, must be fulfilled. So I'm not saying anything about what is not fulfilled, what is not complied, because we are lay people, we don't know. So we will get the expert opinion, and when they come up with their statement, their findings, then we will accept what they have. For now, let's focus on winning the government first. We set up our government. I'm inviting all Sabahan. Let's band together, form a new government, a new perspective, a new vision, a new mission, a new way of fighting, not keluar Malaysia.